Shivdas Bhattacharya, a freelance writer, mostly associated with the leading English daily, the Assam Tribune, since 1999. Those who read Assam Tribune, perhaps familiar with my name. Today, I want to share an important thing. If you like it, please press the bell icon, share and subscribe it. Nearly 2 decades long writing experience in the editorial page of Assam Tribune on different topics related to India's politics, India's foreign policy, India's strategic policy, international relations, put together have given me an outlook to overview the existing socio-political situation, and on this backdrop I have written a book. The name of the book is Modi's Rule and India's Unbound Opportunities, Narrative of the Substantives and Beyond. This book, published by the Overseas Space India, New Delhi, is a new approach, a fresh approach, a different trajectory of perceiving Prime Minister Narendra Modi's rule. The book outlines why 2014 general election was significant for this country. After 3 decades long coalition experiments in which decision making was almost remained in a paralyzed situation, people in 2014 gave decisive verdict, relying the promises made by the then Gujarat Chief Minister, who became the Prime Minister of this country, Narendra Modi, supported him overwhelmingly. And most important point is this, that the potential youth community of this country gave wholehearted support to Mr. Modi. For this reason, on the backdrop of 2014 general election, Mr. Modi formed the second non-Congress government having full majority in the lower house of Indian Parliament after Morarji Desai. Along with other components of the NDA, the ruling alliance led by the BJP, the figure goes above 300. This was a very significant development, considering implementing development agenda for this country. In this book, India's opportunities have been pointed out, basically evident in 3 points. Firstly, a government with full majority in the lower house of the parliament, a strong leader with total dominance on the government he led and the party he represents, and he is done by Narendra Modi. And thirdly, BJP's poll performance in successive assembly elections, one after another, that happened after 2014 general election, in which BJP formed government in most of the states, either on its own strength or with the help of the other partners, National Democratic Alliance. Three factors put together provide Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his government unprecedented opportunities to deliver his promises, transforming it into realities and changing the socio-political situation, as well as, most important, economic condition of the rank and file. Most important part of this, the issue of youth empowerment. Prime Minister Modi himself separates the rhetoric from reality and highlight the practical situation. Has the life and livelihood of the common people have changed as was expected and promised during the 2014 general election, both through the speeches of Prime Minister Modi and the poll manifesto of BJP for that election? Has youth empowerment happened in the sense as was expected? What have been the policy in case of developing India's economic situation or maintaining and boosting India's economic health, India's foreign policy initiatives and its outcome, obviously, India's strategic interests, India's security issues, how all these things have been addressed by Prime Minister Modi, how his policy initiatives have given what India actually need. This is a very basic and relevant question to ask. One must not think that how can a government perform or fulfill all those things that did not happen during 60 years, as BJP leadership often seems talking. Their logic is not justified as far as I am concerned, because people elected this government for 5 years and not for indefinite time. Anyway, the book is a pragmatic analysis of Modi government's performance in different fields. Here the word substantive is very meaningful. The government that came with the slogan with Achhe Din Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas, how inclusive this development process have been, has the benefits of development reached to the doorstep who actually deserve it? Could the opportunities be harnessed more? What should be the future roadmap? All these things have been made a pragmatic discussion, and analysis is based on unbiased, unprejudiced approach. The book raises questions and tries to answer those questions as well. Because asking question is very easy. Pointing finger is very easy. But in case of national interest, answers should also be found out. Because whatever is written here, considering India's national interest and India's national interests, can be served if a roadmap is provided for future government. No matter whichever party forms government after that. So there is roadmap as well. I don't think that my analysis or book or my way of discussion would change the political situation in this country. This will be over expectation. Whatever I have felt, whatever my experience has told, whatever I have seen and observed, I try to discuss it in a very realistic manner. Friends, I wish you read this book, make constructive criticism, give feedback both in form of praise and criticism, and my larger aspiration is that this book should initiate a new academic debate, and that will be my greatest achievement. Thanks.